The sporty and powerful Acura CL Coupe has drawn critical praise for its sleek and elegant styling. Its luxurious amenities and comprehensive array of standard features, and especially for its advanced engineering and impressive performance attributes. Hello. As good as the Acura CL has been, for 2003, it's gotten even better. I'm going to spend some time telling you all about CL's performance and styling updates, and give you some tips that will help your sales presentation. Soon you'll see why the 2003 CL is the best it's ever been. As well built as the CL is, it competes with some of the finest vehicles in the world. Customers interested in the CL will also be cross-shopping it with other entries in the performance luxury coupe market, including the BMW 330 Ci, the Volvo C70, and the Mercedes CLK 320 Coupe. With the help of a bona fide race car driver, we're going to put the CL through its paces against this impressive array of competitors. At the end of it all, you'll be able to judge exactly how the CL measures up against such notable competition. Let's take a look. As a performance luxury coupe, the CL needs to offer the utmost in both performance and luxury. And customer research has shown that what people wanted out of the CL was an even sportier look. So, our designers built on the strengths of previous models to give it a more aggressive look and feel. Plus, the abundance of features and amenities on the new CL reads like a wish list of what a performance coupe should offer. Starting with the exterior. The CL offers improvements and updates that help raise its image as a sporty and cutting-edge machine. Its front grille has been revised and now also features a body-colored surround. Along with a new headlight design with black accents, these styling cues give the car a more aggressive and stylish presence. The CL Type S was also fitted with new split-spoke alloy wheels and body-colored door handles, further adding to its more sporty appearance. The rear styling has also been improved in order to give the entire vehicle a more contemporary look. The revised taillight lenses now feature a clear upper portion, and the more aggressive tailpipe finishers complete the rear redesign. But the biggest story this year is the addition of the close-ratio 6-speed manual transmission, available on the CL Type S model. This compact, state-of-the-art 6-speed manual transmission features a short-throw shifter and multi-cone synchronizers that provide effortless shifting. Its dual-mass flywheel helps ensure smooth clutch engagement. In addition, the CL Type S manual features a limited slip differential, which helps enhance traction during acceleration and reduces understeer in high cornering load situations. On demonstration drives, be sure to point out that CL is the only vehicle in its class to offer a 6-speed manual transmission, and that it offers more impressive power and performance than any other vehicle in its class. The CL is offered exclusively with exhilarating V6 power in both models, the 225 horsepower CL and the blazing 260 horsepower CL Type S. Producing 260 horsepower, its engine utilizes an ingenious dual-stage induction system, making the CL Type S the most powerful 6-cylinder coupe in its class. And it's the only one with a 6-speed manual transmission to allow you to maximize acceleration and fuel economy through any driving condition. Again, this is a great selling point to mention to performance-minded customers. Also, remember to point out that CL requires no scheduled tune-ups for the first 105,000 miles. And to aid the CL stopping power, the brake pad material has been updated for a more firm, more positive feel. Inside the CL, comfort and safety features have been improved as well. The driver's side airbag is now dual stage, the same as the TL, and the driver's side window comes equipped with a convenient auto up feature to complement the standard auto down feature. The Type S model incorporates metallic-faced instruments for a sporty and aggressive look. And as you can see, Type S models with ebony interior now feature elegant titanium type accents. The manual shifter itself features a luxurious leather shift boot and knob, similar to the NSX. And the CL Type S model will now feature perforated leather door inserts, which help raise the performance feel of Type S's interior just a bit more. And the CL now joins all RLs and TLs in offering the OnStar system on all models equipped with the Acura DVD-based satellite link navigation system. The OnStar antenna is located on the rear window. OnStar has some new added features this year too. Make sure to get your customer's permission before activating the system. OnStar equipped CLs feature a free 1-year subscription to the Safe and Sound package. There are 2 additional plans that customers can upgrade to as well. These 3 packages are as follows. Safe and Sound. This plan offers basic emergency services such as roadside assistance, stolen vehicle tracking, and remote door lock and unlock. Directions and Connections, which adds route directions and convenience services such as reservations and ride assist. Finally, Luxury and Leisure, adding personal concierge and waiving any fee for MedNet. With each plan, customers also have the option to add 2 additional features. Personal calling, which offers all the convenience of a wireless phone from inside the vehicle, and Virtual Advisor, which gives customers access to stock quotes, news and sports scores, as well as the ability to send and receive emails. To learn more about OnStar and these exciting new programs, please refer to the OnStar CD-ROM and the CL video summary. As you can see, improvements have been made to nearly every area of the CL, from exterior revisions to interior appointments and features such as OnStar, to the impressive new 6-speed manual transmission and enhanced safety features. CL offers something for coupe buyers with performance and luxury as their ultimate goal. The new 6-speed CL Type S, with its improved performance and styling, is now a true standout in the performance sports coupe class. But let's not forget the stiff competition it faces every day. The performance luxury coupe market is comprised of very strong competitors. Some of them are among the most popular, solidly built brands on the road today. The BMW 330 Ci, Volvo C70 Coupe, and Mercedes CLK 320 Coupe are the Acura CL's stiffest competition. Beyond those worthy adversaries, the CL also counts the Toyota Solara as a vehicle vying for the same customers. However, for a comparison between the elite manual performance coupes, we'll focus on the 5-speed BMW 330 Ci and the Volvo C70 Coupe. A little later, Parker Johnstone, former GT Lights champion, will be along to share with you his driving impression of these vehicles. Regarding the Mercedes CLK 320, well, it pales in a true performance comparison this year by continuing to offer only a 5-speed automatic transmission. While it remains a solid luxury vehicle, it doesn't meet our performance requirements for this video. For a complete comparison of the Mercedes CLK 320 and the CL, please refer to the printed video summary in your CL launch kit. Let's compare the CL to another true performance coupe, the BMW 330 Ci. To put both cars through their proper paces, we're going to go now to Parker Johnstone. Parker's been with us before, having previously compared the 2001 CL and CL Type S to the BMW.
Hello and welcome. It's great to be here once again, and this time with the impressive new Acura CL. Now I know that Acura's involvement in racing has been very beneficial to the development of their vehicles, but BMW also has a storied racing history on the track. So I'll be looking closely to see how the application of this racing know-how has made a difference in these cars. Let's begin our evaluation with a look at the exteriors. As you can see, the overall dimensions of these two vehicles are somewhat similar. The Acura's understated aggressiveness is emphasized with a long hood and short rear deck. The BMW embodies all the design elements of classic European styling, with long lines, also a long hood, short rear deck, and once you see these headlight buckets and the kidney grille, you know that this is a BMW.
The Xenon high-intensity discharge headlights, standard on CL, are a $700 option on the 330 Ci. The low beam output of these HID lights are 39% brighter than the conventional lights found on the BMW. With virtually the same wheelbase as the 330 Ci, the CL has the edge in every other exterior dimension. Overall length, front and rear track, and width, all of which offer CL greater stability on the road. Inside, the CL offers more rear headroom, more front legroom, and more overall shoulder room for all passengers than the 330 Ci.
Welcome to the interior of the BMW 330 Ci. Let's start with the seat. It has plenty of side bolstering up top, which helps hold you in place. I like that. The bottom of the seat, however, is a little bit shy of the needed support to hold you in place during aggressive driving. The Acura CL, it's got plenty of support. I find that a little bit missing in the BMW. However, there is a nice feature. The bottom of the seat does expand to accommodate longer legs to help hold your legs in place. That's great. The BMW features a 6-way power adjustable seat. Now that compares to an 8-way adjustable seat for the Acura CL, but it does have an additional memory position, which includes the side view mirror.
Heated front seats are a $500 addition on the BMW. Becomes standard on the CL. And if your customers want adjustable front lumbar support, also standard on the CL, that is only offered as part of a $2,900 premium package on the 330 Ci.
Let's have a look at the steering wheel. The rim itself is a little bit thin, however they do have the spokes at the 3 and 9 position, which is great. There's also one more set of controls on the spokes, which means that you can manipulate the interior control devices without having to take your hands off the wheel. Another good feature. The dash itself is well laid out. I personally don't like the chrome bezels. I think it takes away your attention from trying to read the necessary information in one quick glance. Let's have a look at the center console. The first thing that'll get your attention is the single in-dash CD player. If you want a changer, it's an expensive option. And if you opt for the navigation system, well, you can't get an in-dash CD player at all.
The optional GPS navigation system on the Acura CL is a $2,000 option, while the 330 Ci system appears more affordable at a cost of $1,800. However, the CL features a DVD-based system. The 330 Ci's initial cost includes only a CD of your geographic area of choice. Additional regions cost extra. In contrast, the CL's DVD-based satellite link navigation system offers directions to most major metropolitan areas and all major highways in the continental United States.
Just below the single in-dash CD player is the climate control. It's well laid out, however the buttons are a little difficult to figure out, and it's the biggest complaint that I have with the BMW systems overall. If you want to learn how to use this car effectively, you have to spend a lot of time in the owner's manual. The interior itself, well, it's Spartan Teutonic simplicity. It's what BMW has been known for many, many years, and that's been continued in the BMW 330 Ci. I like it. But when you take the interior in as a whole, when you look for a fit and finish, for just basic feel, the ability to reach for things and have it fall easily to hand, well, I'm afraid the Acura CL wins once again.
Buyers in the performance luxury coupe category tend to know what they want from their vehicle, and value ranks highly on this list. For a comparably equipped BMW 330 Ci, customers will find themselves paying over $10,000 more than they would for an Acura CL. Yet the BMW is lacking many standard features found on the CL. Features such as HomeLink, leather trim seats, a heated front seat, an in-dash 6-disc CD changer, HID headlights, and a moonroof are all expensive options on the 330 Ci.
On-track performance comparisons are nice, but you have to live with a car day in and day out. Let's look at the relative trunk size between the BMW and the Acura CL and see how it would work in a real-world situation. The BMW has 9.5 cubic feet of trunk space, but unfortunately, there's no provision for passing long packages or skis, for example, through the back seat without splitting the rear seats, which means you lose a rear seat passenger. Now, compare that with the Acura CL, which has 13.6 cubic feet of trunk space, over 30% more. Long objects like skis, well, you can utilize the rear seat pass-through. Skis and other long objects easily fit in the back. Plenty of room for luggage, golf bags, groceries, sports equipment for the kids, whatever you need. Now that we've detailed these two vehicles as they sit side by side, it's time for the true comparison of performance coupes out on the track. Ready to have some fun? Let's go for a ride.
Last year, Road and Track magazine conducted a comparison test between the 330CI and the 2001 Acura CL. The CL measured up favorably in every way except one, its lack of a manual transmission. Considered a must-have for a true performance sports coupe. Well, this year, the new 6-speed transmission available on the CL Type S addresses this need perfectly.
When you climb into the BMW, you know that you're at the wheel of a BMW. Everything looks very familiar. The engine has good response, good power, good torque, however, not quite as much as the Acura CL, but still, the engine is able to develop instant response when needed in the middle of a corner. First thing you notice out on the track during the evaluation of the Acura CL is how much performance you get out of the VTEC engine. Lots of torque down low, plenty of horsepower on the top end. Very smooth transition of power from low RPM to high RPM. Great sound from the engine, nice resonance that carries through the chassis. Lets you know as you get up into the higher RPMs that you're driving a performance coupe. The steering of the BMW is quite good. There's good feedback from the front wheels up through the rack and pinion steering to the wheel to your hands. The clutch is a little bit light. It's a little bit vague. It's hard to feel exactly during shifts where the clutch is going to engage. The gear shift mechanism feels a little bit detached from the gearbox. It doesn't feel very positive when you're going through the gear, especially if you're doing it quickly in spirited driving. You have to have a slight hesitation to make sure that you've actually gotten the gear that you were looking for, and that takes away from the driving experience. One problem with the BMW is that it has McPherson struts at all four corners versus the double wishbone suspension on the Acura CL. That means that the tire footprint can't remain in constant contact during all types of driving. You don't get that positive response that you would like through the suspension. One of the things that very much surprised me about the BMW 330CI is that the car is much softer than its predecessors. There's more body roll during cornering, there's a lot more dive under braking, a little bit more squat during acceleration, and the driver's been isolated from what BMW always claimed is the ultimate driving experience. So BMW, in my mind, has actually taken a step backwards.
Nevertheless, the 330CI still offers generous performance, generated by its 3-liter, 24-valve inline-6 power plant that produces 225 horsepower and 214 pound-feet of torque. It reaches its red line at 6,000 RPM. Compare this to the CL Type S's 260 horsepower and 232 pound-feet of torque, along with its red line at 6,900 RPM, and it becomes obvious how the Type S sets the standard for others to follow.
The BMW has excellent brakes with outstanding feedback transmitted through the brake pedal back to the driver. The system incorporates 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes with anti-lock, which works in tandem with BMW's Dynamic Stability Control System.
Similar to BMW's Dynamic Stability Control System, the Acura CL Type S with automatic transmission uses its Vehicle Stability Assist in tandem with a powerful braking system to help keep the vehicle under control. This system is not available on the Type S manual, which instead features the limited slip differential to help enhance traction. Both vehicles offer front seat belts with a pre-tensioning device, as well as dual-stage front airbags and side airbags. The 330CI also offers a new passive safety feature, BMW's head protection system. BMW has always produced very safe cars. In fact, last year, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety rated the 3 Series a best pick in 40-mile-per-hour offset frontal crash tests. Likewise, the CL's many safety features also create a safe driving environment for all passengers.
Well, that was fun. And true to form, the track is where the true test of a performance coupe can truly be measured. Now, let's be honest for a moment. If someone wants to buy a BMW based on its image, they're already in the BMW dealership. They don't care about numbers. But if they are conscientious consumers and they know what they're looking for, the numbers reveal everything. Acura's got better horsepower, more torque, and its standard feature list are either expensive options on the BMW or not available at all. And once you get this car out on the road, day-to-day driving or spirited high-performance driving, my favorite, you'll find that the Acura outperforms the BMW in every single test of performance. So at the end of the day, if your customer is looking for value, the Acura CL is the only clear choice.
The sticker price for a comparably equipped 330 Ci is nearly $10,000 higher than an Acura CL. And with this much higher price, it'd be nice if the BMW retained its value longer as well. Yet, a look at the numbers shows that CL and the 330 Ci offer nearly the same 36-month and 60-month residual value, despite the great variance in price. So let's sum up. Taking one last look at all the advantages an Acura CL Type S has, when stacked up against the BMW 330 Ci, we see that the CL has the only 6-speed manual in its class, more horsepower and torque, fully independent double wishbone suspension, a $10,000 lower sticker price for a comparably equipped model, comparable residual value, more standard comfort and convenience features, including leather trim seats, heated front seat, in-dash CD changer, HID headlights, and a moonroof. The Volvo C70 Coupe is another direct competitor to the Acura CL. Most often cross-shop by safety-minded buyers, the C70 Coupe also offers an exhilarating performance drive in its own right.
2 years ago, Volvo broke away from company tradition. You remember, they're boxy but they're good. Well, the C70 is hardly boxy. In fact, it now incorporates all the traditional European design elements. Short rear deck, long hood that flows nicely into the fenders. But with the C70, you won't get the high-intensity discharge headlamps. You know, those cool blue lights. Overall, though, I think the C70 is a pleasant car to look at.
For 2002, the C70 is essentially a carryover, with no notable changes to its interior or exterior. The CL's wheelbase is slightly longer than the C70, and its overall length is also a bit longer than the Volvo's. All other exterior dimensions, as well as curb weight, are very similar.
Welcome to the interior of the Volvo C70. Although Volvo's made some great gains with its exterior styling, the interior still needs a lot of work. Let me start with the seat. Unlike the Acura CL, there's almost no side bolstering, and the lower cushion, well, it's quite short to give support to your thigh. Like the Acura CL, there is an 8-position power adjustable seat with 3 positions. That's one additional memory position over the Acura CL, but the side view mirror, it's not included in that memory system. The problem with the seat in general is because it offers so little support that in aggressive driving or high-performance maneuvers, you'll have to hold onto the steering wheel to keep your body in position. Let's look at the steering wheel. It's nicely finished. It does have spokes at the 3 and 9 position, which is good. But one of the things it doesn't have is it doesn't have the additional controls for both volume and selection of the sound system, nor does it have cruise control selection on the steering wheel. Now, anytime you have to take your hand off the wheel and search for a control, that's something that's not desirable. As you look down the center console, a navigational system is optional, just like the Acura CL, but an in-dash CD changer is an expensive option.
The sound system featured in the Volvo C70 offers a single in-dash CD player with 240 watts and 10 speakers. The option package includes a 3-disc changer only, whereas the CL's Acura Bose music system provides a 6-disc in-dash CD changer as standard equipment. Other standard features on the Acura CL are either not available or are offered as expensive options on the Volvo C70. These include rear seat heater ducts, steering wheel mounted controls, and HID headlights.
The trunk space of the Volvo C70 is comparable to the Acura CL, 13.1 cubic feet compared to 13.6 cubic feet. The Volvo also utilizes the rear seat pass-through. Let's go out on the track and see how these two compare. On the track, a few of the strengths and weaknesses of the Volvo C70 immediately become apparent. The seating position is very good. However, what you do notice, especially with the excessive body lean that the C70 exhibits in cornering, is that there's no support in the seat. This excessive body lean just doesn't fit in for a performance coupe. It's certainly out of the league of the BMW 330 Ci and the Acura CL. Volvo C70 has a strong engine, turbocharged, has a little bit more torque than the Acura CL, a little less horsepower, and once the engine comes up on boost, it's a very strong performer. Unfortunately, there is a lot of lag on initial acceleration, which means you don't get that crisp response you need during high-performance driving. So once again, it's another weakness in the overall design and engineering of the Volvo C70.
Automobile Magazine says the Volvo C70's manual transmission shifts with disappointing rubberiness, as if the engine and transmission were twisting too much in their mounts. The article goes on to say that the combination of the 45 series tires, clumsy transmission, and heavy clutch make this car's dynamics less graceful than the styling promises.
One of the things that surprised me as soon as I started driving the C70 aggressively is the amount of body roll and how plush or soft the suspension was tuned. And yet, when you come over these handling test bumps, the car is very harsh. It bumps very, very hard. So I was very surprised to find that the engineers were unable to find a happy compromise in the C70. The Acura CL employs double wishbone suspension. It's something that Acura was able to fine-tune through its racing efforts. What's great about the suspension is that it keeps that tire contact in perfect relation with the road at all times during all maneuvers. And the Acura's got a nice balance between suppleness so that it doesn't transmit every single bump on the road, but yet Acura's been able to find that balance of being able to minimize the roll in the chassis. So the car stays relatively flat, which is really confidence-inspiring, especially during aggressive driving.
The Volvo C70 is powered by a transversely mounted 5-cylinder turbocharged engine with an inline 5-speed manual transmission. The engine generates an impressive 236 horsepower and 243 pound-feet of torque. It reaches its red line at 6,000 RPM. In contrast, the Acura CL Type S features considerably more horsepower and doesn't reach its red line until 6,900 RPM, providing a much more impressive overall performance.
Well, the Volvo C70 stops well, but the braking system doesn't convey a lot of feeling back through the brake pedal to the driver. Like the Acura CL, the Volvo does have a 4-wheel ventilated disc brake system with an integral anti-lock braking system. The Volvo also utilizes dual-stage front airbags as well as side impact airbags.
While the C70 is a solidly built and safe vehicle, it also costs nearly $10,000 more than a CL for a comparably equipped model. In addition to its higher retail price, additional costs are associated with owning and maintaining a Volvo C70. It depreciates in value much faster than the CL. Also, its 5-year ownership cost and 5-year maintenance costs are considerably higher than the CL's. CL retains much more residual value over 36 months and over a full 60 months, in addition to the lower initial cost and lower maintenance costs. This lower residual is just one more way that the C70 cannot compare to the CL's overall value.
Although Volvo has made great enhancements in the performance of their vehicles the last few years, the C70 still falls well short of the performance capabilities of the Acura CL. The Volvo's interior is antiquated, and on the track during spirited driving, the car exhibits a lot of body roll. Now, the engine does have a lot of power, but because the driver is so disconnected from the overall driving experience, I'd have to rate the C70 well behind the Acura CL.
Looking over the CL's benefits one more time, we see a number of reasons why the Acura CL offers your customers so much more. The only 6-speed manual transmission in its class. Class-leading power and responsiveness. A comparably equipped model costs nearly $10,000 less. Greater overall value. Many more standard comfort and convenience features, including rear seat heater duct, steering wheel mounted controls, compact disc changer, and HID headlights.
It's been great to drive all 3 of these performance coupes. The BMW 330ci, while there are a lot of things I like about it, however, BMW has departed from the ultimate driving experience. Now they've isolated the driver from that experience, and therefore it has to finish second in this competition. The Volvo C70, well, they've made a lot of gains, but I think under close examination you'll find that it just doesn't measure up to the BMW or the Acura CL. The winner of this competition clearly is the new impressive Acura CL, with a list of standard features that you can only find as options on the other 2 cars or not available at all. Take a look at the numbers, take it for a drive, and you'll find that if you enjoy luxury and you like to get out on a mountain road and feel ultimate performance, then the winner in this competition is clear, the Acura CL. First thing you notice out on the track during the evaluation of the Acura CL is how much support you have from the seat. Great upper and lower body support. Helps hold you in place, leaves your hands free to work the steering wheel and shift, your feet free to manipulate the brake, clutch, and throttle. Perfect seating position. I really enjoy the Acura CL steering. The variable assisted steering provides nice light response at low speed, but as the speed increases, it gradually tunes itself off, which allows for increased feel as you go faster. And that's important because as you get close to the handling limit of the car, you want to make sure that that's transmitted instantaneously through the steering system to the steering wheel so that you know that you're right on the car's maximum performance limit. In handling, I found the Acura CL to be above reproach. The double wishbone suspension that was bred and tried on the racetrack really comes home on the test track. It absorbs bumps nicely, reduces body roll, but most importantly, keeps the tire in perfect contact with the road through all attitudes of driving. The new 6-speed gearbox in the Acura CL is really nice. The ratios are nice and close, which means that you can choose the RPM you need for the situation. It's easy to find gears both on the upshift and the downshift. And Acura's done a great job because usually with front-wheel drive cars and the cable systems that are used for the shifting system, the shift linkage is normally quite vague. It's hard to find gears, but you don't find that in the Acura CL. The clutch has the exact right amount of pressure so that you know that you've got it engaged, you know that you have it disengaged. There's no hunting to feel where that clutch is actually going to catch as you're selecting the next gear or just starting off from a dead stop. The Acura engineers have done a nice job with the braking system. There's a nice proportion between the amount of driver input into the pedal and how quickly the car responds. It feels right. You don't have to think about where the ultimate braking limit is. Anti-lock brakes, well, they perform flawlessly, but the thing I enjoy is that you can get right up to the limit just short of engaging the anti-lock system, and you know exactly where that limit is because the feedback through the braking system is so good.